We now commence session 3 on the topic Listen to Your Body by Ms. Gita Krishnaraj. Ms. Gita is the CEO of
Hello.
Ms. Gita Krishnaraj is the CEO of Maverick Fitness Studio. She's also the creative and financial director of the Maverick Fitness Studios. She continues to motivate and guide people on the most essential aspect of their life, which is health, fitness, and work-life balance. Ms. Gita Krishnaraj is a very close associate of Madras Management Association. In fact, very recently, she has done a number of lectures in the MMA forum, in management educational institutions. In fact, in Pondicherry University and Salem, wherein she did on the topic educated exercises, which was attended by over 2,000 students. In fact, she's got a standing ovation as the students came to know how important the aspect of keeping their health fit and trim is very important both for their career and personal life.
A very happy morning to one and all.
Happy morning.
Not happy for the rest of you? A very good morning, a very happy morning. I'd like to first start by thanking MMA for having me here. I thank each one of you who are present here to spend these precious moments from your life with me. I thank Sea Change Consulting for the efforts they've put in to ensure that this is a grand success. And I thank all those who have logged in to watch this webcast. The Art of Listening to Your Body is a whole-day workshop from Maverick Fitness Studios. And it gives me immense pleasure to share a small trailer, a preview of that with all of you. As the Vice Chancellor was telling, if you want to be able managers, I think the first prerequisite is that you need to be a good manager personally, in your personal time, in relation to your personal experiences and everything that you do. What better coach to tell you how to be a good manager than your own body? Have you ever stopped to wonder, from a drop of protoplasm, this entire body has come forward to manage things so effectively, so efficiently. It never asks you. Just imagine as you're sitting here, heart is going lup, dup, adikitama, lup, dup, adikitama. Does it keep asking you? No. Your kidneys don't ask. I've been always using waste. Time for me to change job. Give me something better. Does it ask? Every morsel of food you eat gets converted into energy for use by your body. Does your body say, no, I can't do this? No, from the time you're born, every cell in your body is striving to keep you alive and striving in cognizance with the rest of the body, trying to ensure that you as a human being get the best out of life. With these few words of introduction of what this subject, what this topic is going to be for the next half an hour, let me proceed. Can I have the audio, please? We have recently come across several instances where people are opting for organ transplant. I'm not here to discuss about organ transplant or the ethics of it or the modalities of it. I'm here to just give you a few certain basic facts. Mother Nature has provided in such a way that when worms eat a plant, it is Mother Nature's way of saying that it's time for recycling. Things are not okay. When anything in your body is not functioning right, not functioning the way it was meant to function, it is a red flag, an SOS sent from your body saying, hello, pay attention, something is not okay. It's time you start taking care. Recently, I read a story about how a young boy needed an organ transplant, and luckily for him, he managed to get one. But within a few months, he had this enormous craving for a specific chicken dish. He had never had meat before. He was a vegetarian. And he had this craving for a chicken dish. And also felt the compulsion to ride a motorbike. Several research students who were working on organ transplant happened to interview him, and when he said that everything is fine, my organs are perfect, they have matched and my body has accepted it. But you know, something really crazy, I don't know why for the last few weeks I have this urge to have this particular variety of chicken, and I'm tempted to ride a bike. So the research students decided to go and check out with the donor family. It was a post-mortem donation, so the man wasn't alive. But they went and checked with the donor family and asked them, can you tell us something about the person who has donated this organ? And when they inquired, they found out that yes, the donor had a particular liking for that specific chicken dish, and he literally lived on his motorbike. We all think that memory is stored in our brain alone. We think that everything comes from this little bit of our human body. But the truth is, every cell inside you has a memory. Every cell inside you is alive. Every cell inside you can be programmed. We are a composite of everything that this universe can offer. We are the microcosm, is supposed to be a reflection of the macrocosm. Everything that is there in the universe is part of you and me. When every cell in your body is striving to keep you alive, they are doing that by working with each other. So there are times when one part of your body takes precedence over the other. There are what we call fundamental homeostatic controls that take charge of your body. Every cell is embedded with an intelligence in it. That is why a small drop of protoplasm is capable of becoming a whole-grown human body. Why this cell chose to be your eyes and why this cell chose to be your fingernail is not in our control. There is an intelligence embedded within every living cell, and we are made up of 100 trillion cells. If every cell has an intelligence, it is also true that every cell is talking to you. Every nanosecond, it is trying to tell you something or the other. The body has a very beautiful fundamental principle called the principle of self-healing. You know, 6th standard we all learn, in order to stay alive, what all do you need? What do you need to stay alive? Water, food, air, sunlight. We normally talk about these 4 things. We say we need sunlight, we need oxygen, we need food, and we need air. But imagine there's a person who's dead here and I give him air, water, food, and sunlight. Will he come back alive? No. I have the best of medicines available and I force it through his throat. Will he come back alive? No, the medicine is incapable of healing you. Your body is healing itself. Your medicine only triggers a healing response. It hastens the process and sometimes doesn't. So the body's basic principle is that every cell is striving to keep you alive and is capable of healing itself. Then logically the question comes, if everything is capable of healing itself, why do we fall sick? If there is an intelligence embedded in our body and every cell is capable of healing itself, why at all do we fall sick? We fall sick because there is an internal environment and an external environment. At all times, the internal environment is trying to match with the external environment. We are reacting. As Mr. Prakash was saying, there are so many thoughts. 50% of them are neutral thoughts. Why are they neutral? Because you're not interacting with that thought. It doesn't make a difference to me if these chairs are blue in color or red in color. I am not interacting with them. But one of you get up in the middle of my lecture and start creating a nuisance, it will disturb me. I have to interact with you. So at every point in time, in every facet of life, be it what you eat, you're interacting with nature. What you drink, what you think, how you sit, how you see light, whether it is dark, in every aspect, we are constantly interacting with the external world. The internal world is trying its level best at all times to be in alignment with the external world. And because the external world is constantly giving you several stimuli, you keep changing. You have to keep dynamically altering your state. We used to believe that there is a single state called homeostasis. Homeostasis is the method by which you ensure that your body is in a stable state. We say homeostasis is when you have a certain temperature, when your heart rate is a certain level, when your blood pressure is a certain level, when the pH balance is a certain level. So we always believed homeostasis to be the state of perfect health. Today science has moved on. We no longer believe there is just a single state of homeostasis. We call it homeodynamics. Homeodynamics, why? Because at every single second of your life, because you are interacting with the outside world, several other things are conspiring, and therefore even that state of equanimity is not something that is static, but something that is dynamic, that keeps changing, that keeps evolving over every period of time. So with our each and every interaction, human beings are practically like standing on a seesaw board, balancing. I want to have a few minutes of your time to do a little activity. I want you to just place your 2 feet on the floor, sit erect. Feel comfortable and gently close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Is there anyone here who feels uncomfortable? No. Please open your eyes. Now I'm going to ask you to do something. Rather than look straight, I want you to just twist yourself in your chairs to face that way. Just twist. Twist your entire body with your legs. Just turn as much as you can. Your both legs are still facing. Not too much to create inconvenience, probably just up to this. Just face a little off center, that's it. Your body is still in alignment. And gently close your eyes now. Your body is still in alignment. Keep your neck straight to your shoulder. Don't turn your neck away from your shoulder. Your neck is straight to your shoulder. Are you comfortable? No. You're not comfortable. Why? Because, please open your eyes, your mind has already registered this to be the center, that this is the way you're supposed to be facing. Your eyes have given you an input of what it is to be straight. And when I ask you to gently turn, I know some of you were turning a little too much. It must have been uncomfortable just turning that way like that. But even for the rest of you who managed to turn your entire body and still look, you would have still found it uncomfortable because your brain is saying, this is not the way to sit in this auditorium. Turn right. So there are several inputs that are happening at the same time. There is an auditory input, there is a visual input, there is a cool breeze here. There are so many things, and based on all these inputs, your body has to decide what its reaction to you, to the external stimuli is going to be. So at all times, your body is in a state of peak performance in terms of the passion with which it's trying to keep you alive. Like Mr. Venki was saying, there has to be passion in everything you do. Your body is not dull. 24 hours sees the day. I think that topic literally holds for your body. It never rests. It keeps continuing, not only 24 hours, right through your life. It keeps working. It keeps ensuring that everything is working in perfect order. Your body has a principle called compensation. Compensation is the principle by which if something needs more attention than the other, your body will automatically concentrate on this. For example, the blood calcium levels in your bloodstream drops below a certain extent. Immediately, your body will steal calcium from your bones and teeth in order to keep you alive, because it needs a certain level of blood calcium in the bloodstream for you to stay alive. So it will steal from Peter to save Paul. Now this is called the principle of compensation, because to the body, you are a whole being. It does not care whether you call this bones or teeth or cell or muscle or tissue or whatever. To it, you are an integrated whole being, and it will keep compensating based on that. In the same way, every time there is an interaction with the outside world, what is your dominant control, what needs immediate priority or focus, will take charge. For instance, I am walking, and suppose there is no barricade here, and I decided to take one more step forward. I know I'm going to fall. Automatically, more than anything else, my hands will come forward to support me. Because at this point, it's not whether I'm making the right statement, where I'm making the right impression. It is about my survival. My hands will come forward to support me. At every point in time, you will be given several control systems, and which control system is going to take over depends on what you have tuned inside your body. For example, suppose there is a whole family that is watching television together. We all know there are probably one or two of those programs that the entire family likes to watch together. But very often, each individual in the family has a different taste. You want to watch something else. The remote control keeps switching. 7 to 8, daddy's time. He will take charge. He will say, no, now I need to watch the news. I need to do this. Probably you have a little brother who wants to watch only that cartoon show. Probably there is a particular serial your mother will want, and based on that time, the remote control keeps changing hands. In the same way, inside your body, the remote control of the control system, what is going to take charge of you, keeps shifting, depending on what your current state of affairs is. Now we call this the fundamental homeostatic control systems. The fundamental homeostatic controls are, for instance, there may be some of you here who are highly sympathetic dominant. Sympathetic dominance is a part of the autonomic nervous system where you get stressed for everything. You're so tense, you're so hyper. Traffic jam, you're tense. Paper has not gone, you're tense. I have to reach that classroom and it's already time up, you're tense. So everything is a stress response inside your body. Now for you, the way your body works, the remote control, is anyone, anywhere will be able to give you a trigger to stress you up. There are those who are oxidative dominant. Oxidative dominance means people for whom their entire energy comes from their metabolism. So they have to eat at specific intervals. You don't give them the specific food they need at a specific time. You can literally see them go down in their energy levels. Like that, we have several fundamental homeostatic controls, and at each time, each one of these control systems take charge. When the remote control is in someone else's hand, you are just a spectator. You don't have a choice. You have to watch whatever is the show that is going on. The idea is, can you take charge of that remote control? bring it under your conscious control, bring it under your conscious will. Because of these fundamental homeostatic controls pulling you in different directions, we end up being a split personality. What do we mean by a split personality? When you say, be passionate about everything you do, how does that passion come? The passion comes if everything you feel is what you think, and what you think is what you say, and what you say is what you do. There is a conformity to everything. On the contrary, you feel that this program is such a waste of time, but outwardly you say, wow, fantastic, it's amazing. And when you do something, you come here and fall asleep. There's absolutely no congruence between the whole thing. You have to bring everything together, only then you're passionate. There is no passion if what you're feeling is very different from what you're thinking, and what you're thinking is very different from what you're saying, and ultimately what you're doing. There has to be a confluence of everything. Why? Why even talk about something like this when I'm here to talk about your body and bodily health and fitness? Because we are an integrated personality, not merely in the sense of your body taking care of everything. Your very identity I starts with your body and includes every thought process, every intellectual process, every emotional process that goes through you. Because to this body, everything that happens in the outside world is a chemical reaction. So if you're happy, it will release serotonin. You're tense, it will release cortisol. You're feeling very, very sleepy, it will release melatonin. It is a chemical. Inside there's a biochemical factory. And at every time, based on your emotions, based on your intellectual stimuli, based on your thinking processes, reactions happen within the body. I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Anyone who's willing to come here and play act for a few seconds with me? Ma'am, why don't you come? Please. Yes? Hi, thanks for joining me. Can you just announce your name?
My name is Swarnalata from MBA section.
Okay. I just want you to come here. Stand with your right hand stretched. Here, this side. Okay. I'm just going to try and push this hand down, and I want you to just resist me. Okay? Ready? No, resist me.
I need to resist.
Yeah, you're not resisting me. A little more? Yeah, very good. Yeah, she's resisting me pretty well. Okay, I think the mic is on now. Can we have the mic on? Yeah, please introduce yourself. No? Oh, yeah.
I'm Swarnalata from D section of MBA.
Okay, please. Swarnalata from D section of MBA. How old are you?
23.
23. Okay, that's the truth. You're not telling a lie. 100%. Okay, your hands up, please. Okay. Ready? Okay, she is telling the truth. Now, Swarnalata, you are visiting a place where they're giving free gifts for anyone who is 16. And if you're celebrating your birthday today, you get a special gift. Now, that gift happens to be an iPad too. You have an iPad? No. Okay, so you'd like to have an iPad, right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes? Okay, what do you like having?
Anything which I like.
So what is your preference? Not an iPad, an Android, whatever it is that you like having. A laptop. Give me something that you like.
Okay, laptop.
A laptop, okay. And they're going to give that laptop away if you are 16 and it's your birthday today. So we're going to play act. You're going to come and tell me I'm the one who's going to give you the gift. So you're going to play act with me and say that give me a different name and say that it's your birthday today and try to take the laptop from me. So how would you do that? You want to use the mic?
Since today is my birthday and I'm going to receive from Miss Harini a laptop. Actually, I need to ask you what?
No, I want you to introduce yourself and say I am so-and-so and I'm 16 and I'm celebrating my birthday, so can I have the laptop? You're 16, remember.
Okay. Okay. Today is my birthday And I need a laptop from you.
What's your name?
As my birthday gift.
What's your name?
Sita.
Sita, come here. Let me see if you are 16 and you really deserve a laptop because it's your birthday. Please put your hands up. You're Sita? Yeah? 16? Ready?
Yeah. So that's countdown.
Thank you. What I tried to show you was that when you are telling a lie, everything about your body knows about it. Every cell in your body knows that. And therefore, inside your body, something shrivels. You are not capable of proceeding further if you tell a lie. This is called kinesiology, the study of muscle testing. Why should we even know that? Because if you want to be an integrated person, ensuring that you have your entire system of your bodily health, mind, emotions, and everything integrated, then you need to understand that things have to be done in congruence with each other, not separately. Where does fitness come into this whole stuff? We are supposed to be a product of the 5 primordial elements, the elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space. Everything in this world is created by these primordial elements, and the same primordial elements are within us also. What does earth represent? Earth represents nutrition, the food you eat. Everything in your body comes from this element of the earth called nutrition. Today's world talks about calorie count diets. I want to remind you, your body is not a profit and loss statement. It is not here designed to check out the income versus expenditure. It's not about how many calories you're eating versus how many calories you expend. It is about nutrition. Are you able to convert the food you're eating into energy for use by the body? Every morsel counts, because with every morsel, your body needs to either convert it into energy for use by your body, or will have to eliminate it from your body. And that entire process is a very time-consuming one. Every cell in your body needs nutrition. When you are eating, if you are thinking negative thoughts, if you are tense, if you are not happy, that food will not get converted into energy for use by your body. So every morsel counts. The second important element, water. Our body has about 100 trillion cells with about 1 billion chemical reactions happening every nanosecond. And for all this, you need water. So if you're not hydrating your body enough, your body will go into a state of withdrawal. Thirdly, fire. Fire represents the sun. We need the sun to take control of us to live life. So it represents the circadian rhythm. We all have a biological clock within us. And the clock tells us that you need to sleep at night and wake up in the morning. Why? Because our hormonal system is tuned with that. Cortisol, your wake-up hormone, is released in the morning, and melatonin, your sleeping hormone, is released during sundown. And if you mix up the two, then you're going to have a lot of bodily harm, because your body needs time for physiological repair, for every tissue to be replaced and redone. When you talk about air, all of us need oxygen. What happens when you have a candle lit and you close it from all sides without oxygen? It will not burn. So you need oxygen to ensure that you're alive. And where does this oxygen have to reach? Every cell inside you. So if you're not breathing right, if you're having shallow breath, if you're not taking in enough oxygen, or if you decide and choose to smoke cigarettes by inhaling what you should not be inhaling rather than oxygen, then you're doing enormous bodily harm to your body. So these elements of earth, fire, water, and air represent what we learned in the 6th standard, that you need food to live, you need air to breathe, you need water to sustain and you need the sun to live. There is a fifth element that we have missed in the whole process. Space, exactly. And what does space actually represent? It represents movement, because without space there is no movement. Thanks to Albert Einstein, we know that everything is in a state of constant movement. There is nothing that is fixed. It's a relative world. And everything in this universe moves. In fact, today the theory is that we are just vibrating strings. And if that is the case, you should not be sitting on your chair for so long in such a static environment. May I please request all of you to get up on your feet and move your body except for your tongue. No talking. You can follow what I'm doing, or you can decide to do something on your own, but no talking. Audio, please. I think the audio is not coming. Life is movement. If you're going to be sitting here for the next 24 hours, if you don't move your body, I can guarantee you're going to feel very, very stiff. That's not the way we were designed. Our body is made of muscles, tissues, cells, bones, nerves, so much going on inside our body. In every workshop of mine, there's one thing that I always tell, and that is, it is your muscles that actually do most of the work in your body. You're drinking water. How does that water actually drop into your stomach? Because of gravity? No, muscle action. You need to swallow. Everything in your body happens because of muscle action. We have misunderstood the role of muscles, limited it to just movement. But if your muscles are weak, that is how you age. That is how you become so dilapidated that you cannot climb stairs, you cannot sit on a chair, and everything works in congruence with your muscles. So I urge each and every one of you, especially the women, the girls, you have to do some kind of strength training. Ensure that you're lifting a certain amount of weights to keep your muscles active and healthy. We are a part of a cosmic universe where every cell is in tune with everything else. This entire universe is a play. All of you have your dreams, yes? Anyone here who doesn't have a dream? All of us have our dreams. But unfortunately, we never relate that dream to your body. I want to ask you this question. Can any of you achieve any of your dreams without your body? Not possible. Your first and foremost primary sense of identification starts with this body. And this entire universe is your field to play, as long as you remember that your body needs to be taken care of. May I request you to gently close your eyes for a few minutes as I conclude the program. Please close your eyes. Audio, please. Subramanya Bharati says, எத்தனை கோடி இன்பம் வைத்தாய் எங்கள் இறைவா. முக்தி என்றொரு நிலை சமைத்தாய், அங்கு முழுதினையும் உணரும் உணர்வமைத்தாய். Not only did you create a state called Mukti, but you also made it possible for us to experience that. In the same vein, I'd like to say, not only did he create such a magnificent body that's capable of self-healing, capable of looking after itself, he also made it possible for you to take that remote control into your hands and keep it under your conscious control. Every cell in your body is striving to keep you alive, striving to ensure that it cooperates with you during the entire span of your life. Every cell in your body is begging you, pleading with you, hey, I am here striving, ensuring that I keep you alive. All I ask in return is, will you spend a few moments of your day taking care of your body? Move! Movement is life. Being static is death. Without movement, there is no life. Your body was designed for movement. I will work for you, ensure that all your dreams come true. But remember, all of them can come true only if you're willing to look after me, your body. Because without me, you don't exist. I beg you, please take care of me so that I can take care of you. Thank you so much for the time you spent with me.